Recession-proofing your finances. 5 Stoic hacks. 1 minute, experts say we'll dodge a recession. The next, they predict a downturn. That uncertainty is a recipe for sleepless nights. You worry about your job, your savings, your retirement. The feeling of being powerless is awful. But what if the secret to not just surviving, but thriving in any economy came from 5 timeless principles from the ancient Stoics? What if the key to building a rock-solid financial foundation and turning market panic into personal peace was forged 2,000 years ago? In this video, I'm sharing 5 Stoic hacks to build that exact foundation. This isn't just about shuffling money around. It's about mastering your mindset so external events no longer control your inner peace. By the end of this, you'll have a practical blueprint to face any economic storm with confidence and calm. The dichotomy of control. Conquer your debt. The first Stoic idea is the dichotomy of control. Some things are up to us, and some are not. The global economy, inflation, market swings, we don't control any of that. Fretting about them is a waste of energy. So what can you control? Your actions and your focus. There is no better place to apply this than to your personal debt. High-interest debt is a chain you forge yourself, and it makes you incredibly fragile in a downturn. As of mid-2025, the average interest rate for credit card accounts carrying a balance sits around 22 to 25%. Many popular cards have rates even higher, and penalty APRs can soar toward 30%. That isn't a small leak in your financial boat. It's a gaping hole. Apply the dichotomy of control and focus obsessively on what you can change. Declare war on high-interest debt. Use the debt avalanche method. List your debts from highest interest rate to lowest. Attack the one at the top with every spare dollar while making minimum payments on the rest. Once it's gone, roll its payment into the next one, creating a powerful momentum. Negotiate your bills. Call your credit card company and ask for a lower rate. Cut subscriptions you forgot you had and point that money at your debt. You can't control if a recession hits, but you can control the weight of these chains. It's time to break them. Hack number 2, voluntary discomfort. Build a resilient budget. The second hack is voluntary discomfort. The philosopher Seneca would periodically live as if he were poor, eating simple food, wearing plain clothes, to prove to himself he could be happy with less. He was vaccinating himself against the fear of loss. We can apply this by building a resilient budget. This isn't about deprivation, it's about being intentional, like a fire drill for your finances. Start by tracking your spending for 1 month. Every coffee, every subscription. Once you see where your money is going, split your expenses into needs and wants. Needs are non-negotiables: housing, utilities, groceries. Wants are everything else. Then, try some voluntary discomfort. Pause a few streaming services or cook at home instead of ordering out. The goal is to see how much normal spending doesn't add to your core happiness. By living below your means on purpose, you free up cash to kill debt or build your financial fortress. You're training yourself to be resilient, proving your well-being isn't tied to your spending. If this is making sense and you're ready to take back control, hit that subscribe button. We're building a community of financially strong people, and I'd love for you to be a part of it. Hack number 3, premeditatio malorum. Build your financial fortress. Our third Stoic hack sounds intense, but brings peace of mind. Premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. The Stoics actively visualized worst-case scenarios. What if I lose my job? What if the market crashes? The point isn't to create anxiety, but to strip fear of its power by turning vague what-ifs into concrete problems you can plan for. The most practical way to do this is by building a rock-solid emergency fund. This isn't just a savings account, it's your financial fortress. It protects you and your long-term investments from outside chaos. Most experts recommend saving 3 to 6 months of your essential living expenses, the bare-bones budget you figured out earlier. If you're self-employed or a sole earner, you might even aim for a 6 to 12-month cushion. This fund must be liquid, in a high-yield savings account, not the stock market. This cash buffer means if you lose your job, you don't have to panic sell investments at the worst time or rack up debt to survive. It gives you breathing room and options, turning a potential catastrophe into a manageable inconvenience. Hack number 4, the view from above. Diversify everything. The fourth hack is the view from above. Marcus Aurelius would practice mentally zooming out to see his problems as small and temporary in the grand scheme of things. Financially, we often get stuck in the view from below, glued to the daily stock market ticker. Panic selling during a downturn is one of the most destructive things an investor can do, driven by close-up fear. Studies show that trying to time the market leads to worse returns than simply staying invested. Adopting the view from above means focusing on your long-term plan. Remember that historically, broad stock market indexes have always recovered from downturns. Past performance isn't a guarantee, but it provides valuable perspective. This hack isn't just for investments, it's for your income too. Relying on a single paycheck is a massive risk. The view from above helps you see the whole landscape. How can you diversify your income? Maybe it's developing skills in recession-resistant fields or starting a side hustle. This wider perspective makes you a calm, strategic navigator of your financial journey. Hack number 5, Amorati. Find the opportunity in the obstacle.
The final Stoic hack is amor fati, a love of one's fate. It's about embracing everything that happens, good and bad, as an opportunity. A recession isn't just a threat, it's a chance to build discipline. A market crash isn't just a loss, it's a buying opportunity for the prepared. This mindset is the ultimate shield against economic fear. Emotional financial decisions are almost always bad ones. The fear of missing out in a bull market makes people buy high. The fear of loss in a bear market makes them sell low. Practice amor fati by cultivating emotional discipline. When panic rises as your portfolio drops, acknowledge the feeling but don't act on it. Stick to the financial plan you made when you were calm. As Seneca wrote, it is our judgments about things, not the things themselves, that disturb us. A recession can forge you into a stronger, wiser investor. It forces you to budget, save, and become more resourceful. If you embrace this challenge, you'll come out of any downturn better and more resilient.
So there you have it, 5 ancient Stoic strategies for financial peace. Let's recap. First, the dichotomy of control. Conquer your debt. Second, voluntary discomfort. Build a resilient budget. Third, premeditatio malorum. Build a 3 to 6 month emergency fund. Fourth, the view from above. Keep a long-term perspective and diversify your income. And fifth, amor fati. Master your mindset and find the opportunity in any crisis. You can't control the economy, but you have 100% control over your actions and your mindset. These principles offer a roadmap to a richer life defined by your own inner strength. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 hacks will you practice first?
Are you going to tackle that credit card debt or start your emergency fund?
Let me know in the comments.
Your journey to financial peace starts with a single step.